We're scouting deer camp today and hunting Utah's last grizzly bear.
Well, howdy, pard. Join me this morning as I go out to the Wasatch Cache Uinta National Forest area, just east of Logan, Utah, and west of Bear Lake, Utah. I'm exploring a new hunting area. I've been hunting for over 50 years, muzzleload hunting almost just as long. I drew a new area in Utah. It's designated as a restricted muzzleloader area. Restricted muzzleloader is defined as an area where you can only use traditional muzzleloaders, cap locks, flint locks, match lock if you got one. We're going to kind of go up to that area and kind of explore. There's some other areas up there. See if we can find a place to put our teepees come this fall. Best way to learn an area, as you know, is get moccasins on the ground. So me and Mama and little dog Rosa, we're going to head for the high country, see if we can't find us a good spot for some deer hunting. Why don't you come along with me?
The Uinta Wasatch Cache National Forest has long been sought after for its beautiful resources. Native Americans, European explorers, mountain men, Mormon pioneers, and many others recognize the value of the water, timber, and forage in the mountains and valleys of what is now northern Utah. In 1827, the Rocky Mountain Fur Company held a rendezvous for the mountain men and the Native Americans in the area of Bear Lake. The rendezvous was attended by mountain men like Jim Bridger, Jedediah Smith, Hugh Glass, many others, as well as Shoshone and other Native Americans from the area. The mountain men of the 1820s through the 1840s trapped and traded through this area and explored the very areas that we're going to be hunting. We're going to find some of these same trails, hopefully walk some of the same trails, put our moccasins in the same footprints that they put their moccasins in. We'll drive up Logan Canyon right now and see if we can't find a few camping spots for us. Maybe someplace where Jim Bridger or Jedediah Smith might have laid their bedroll as well. Tony Grove is a beautiful alpine lake, high in the mountains, surrounded by aspens and pines. I'm not sure if this is going to be an area we want to set up camp. There is a nice established RV camp near the lake, a little too citified, a little too refined for the mountain men I'm going to be hunting with. I think our wall tents might be a little out of place this close to the lake. There are a lot of trailheads here, and you can see beautiful country to get out and hike, take pictures, check it out. I may have to come back after the hunt, see what it looks like when the fall leaves have come to full color. Looking at the Forest Service map, a little further down Logan Canyon, right off of Highway 89, is a turnoff for Temple Fork. Temple Fork looks like it might take us into a little better area for what we're looking for hunting and camping. It also is the trail into the grave marker for the last grizzly bear killed in Utah, Old Ephram, Old Three Toes. Quite a story. Hang on, we'll get to that in a minute. The trail into Old Ephram's grave looked like it was open all the way. We got about 5 miles in and came to a Forest Service road closed sign when we weren't able to go any further on this trip. This is about where that gate is. But we're able to scout a couple of campsites right here, just down through the trees and not too far from the road. It might suit our wall tents and our little group of mountain men just fine. Check it out. You can sure see why the mountain men of the fur trade era like this area. I'm sure they frequented it often because of the plentiful beaver ponds, deer, elk, and other game that roam these mountains and valleys. Beautiful country. Well, I'm back into the area and on a hunt for old Three Toes. Old Ephram, the largest grizzly bear and the last grizzly bear killed in Utah. Back in the early 1900s, sheep herders were losing sheep and cattlemen were losing livestock to the marauding bear. Local ranchers tried to trap and kill the bear and save their livestock to no avail. Trappers would put traps out, they'd find the trap either sprung and empty or pulled from its chain and scattered on the ground. Local folks gave the bear the name Old Three Toes by its unique paw pattern. Either the bear had lost a front toe in a trap or it had a birth defect but only had 3 toes on 1 foot on the front and left a distinctive footprint that all the ranchers recognized. Around 1912, trapper Frank Clark became well aware of Old Three Toes, Old Ephram. Frank was in the business of trapping bears that had been problems, and this was a problem bear. And in 1923, Frank had set up a trap in this particular area, Long Canyon above Logan, and while camping, sleeping in his tent in nothing but his underwear, he heard the rattle of a 14-foot lock chain and the roar of the bear. Frank sprung from his camp, went out to see Old Ephram swinging that trap from his right front paw, holding it high above his head, the 14-foot log chain swinging around, that 9-foot 11-inch tall bear roaring with anger towards Frank Clark. Frank knew he had to do what he had to do, so he fired several shots into the bear. The bear still walking towards him, standing on his hind 2 feet, looming almost 10 feet tall in front of him. Bear trap still hanging from his right front paw. Frank fired another shot. The bear got closer and closer. Frank standing there, teeth chattering in the cold and in fear as the bear got closer and closer, within about 4 feet. And Frank had to deliver the final blow. A final shot brought Old Ephram down and ended his reign of terror for the livestock owners in the Cache Valley. Frank buried Old Ephram where he fell, and the story of Ephram's demise spread throughout the Cache Valley. In 1966, the Boy Scouts of America put up a grave marker to mark the last resting place of Old Ephram. Old Ephram, a grizzly bear that terrorized the farmers and ranchers of Cache Valley, is remembered today by this beautiful stone marker and remembered fondly. Old Ephram's grave is visited by folks on 4-wheelers and side-by-sides and 4-wheel drive trucks. Access is only available along Forest Service roads and may be unpassable if the weather is wet or inclement. So if you come out to see this grave marker, make sure you do it when the weather is good and the roads are dry. Well, I sure enjoyed my bear hunt. If you're looking to go on a bear hunt like this, take a drive up Logan Canyon on Highway 89, take the turn on Temple Fork Trail, stay on that road till you get to the junction with Long Canyon Trail. Again, it's kind of rough going, and if the weather's inclement or the roads might be wet, you may not want to do it. Or you might get stuck in the backcountry and they'll be putting up a monument to your demise. So, safe travels, pard. Thanks for joining me, pard. I appreciate you coming along for the ride. Be sure to leave a comment. Let me know what you like or didn't like about the video, or if you got a suggestion for future topics, feel free to put that in the comments as well. I sure like hearing from you, and I do try to respond to all comments that I receive. Pros and cons, good and bad. Jim Bridger would have done the same. Be sure to join us this fall on our muzzleloader deer hunt. Watch for an upcoming video this fall. Happy trails, pard, and as always, black powder matters.